The Assault Amphibious Vehicle. Official designation AAVP-7A1, formerly known as Landing Vehicle, Tracked, Personnel 7 is a fully tracked amphibious landing vehicle manufactured by U.S. Combat Systems, previously by United Defense, a former division of FMC Corporation. The AAVP-7A1 is the current amphibious troop transport of the United States Marine Corps. It is used by U.S. Marine Corps Assault Amphibian battalions to land the surface assault elements of the landing force and their equipment in a single lift from assault shipping during amphibious operations to inland objectives, and to conduct mechanized operations and related combat support in subsequent mechanized operations ashore. It is also operated by other forces. Marines call them Amtracs, a shortening of their original designation, Amphibious Tractor. In June 2018, the Marine Corps announced they had selected the BAE Systems Iveco Wheeled Super AV for the Amphibious Combat Vehicle (ACV) program to supplement and ultimately replace the AV. The LVTP-7 was first introduced in 1972 as a replacement for the LVTP-5. In 1982, FMC was contracted to conduct the LVTP-7 Service Life Extension Program (SLEP), which converted the LVT-7 vehicles to the improved AV-7A1 vehicle by adding an improved engine, transmission, and weapons system and improving the overall maintainability of the vehicle. The Cummins VT400 diesel engine replaced the GM8 V53T, and this was driven through FMC's HS403A1 transmission. The hydraulic traverse and elevation of the weapons station was replaced by electric motors, which eliminated the danger from hydraulic fluid fires. The suspension and shock absorbers were strengthened as well. The fuel tank was made safer, and a fuel-burning smoke generator system was added. Smoke grenade launchers were also placed around the armament station. The headlight clusters were housed in a square recess instead of the earlier round type. The driver was provided with an improved instrument panel and a night vision device, and a new ventilation system was installed. These upgraded vehicles were originally called LVT-7A1, but the Marine Corps renamed the LVTP-7A1 to AV-7A1 in 1984. Another improvement was added starting in 1987 in the form of a Cadillac Gauge Weapon Station or Upgun Weapon Station (UGWS), which was armed with both a .50 caliber M2HB machine gun and a MK 1940mm grenade launcher. Enhanced Applique Armor Kits (EAK) were developed for the AV-7A1 in 1989 and fitted by 1993, and the added weight of the new armor necessitated the addition of a bullplane kit when operating afloat. The Assault Amphibious Vehicle Reliability, Availability, Maintainability Rebuild to Standard (AAVR-AMRS) program was approved in 1997. It encompassed all AV systems and components to return the AV to the original vehicle's performance specifications and ensure acceptable readiness until the EFV should become operational. The program replaced both the AV engine and suspension, with U.S. Army M2 Bradley Fighting Vehicle (BFV) components modified for the AV. Ground clearance returned to 16 inches, and the horsepower-to-ton ratio increased from 13:1 to its original 17:1. The introduction of the BFV components and the rebuild to standard effort was expected to reduce maintenance costs for the expected remaining life of the AV through the year 2013. In March 2015, SAIC was awarded a contract to perform an AV survivability upgrade (SU). Marine Corps and SAIC officials unveiled the AV-SU prototype in January 2016, with survivability enhancements including replacing the angled Aqua 49 advanced buoyant ceramic armor panels, a bonded spall liner, armor-protected external fuel tanks, and aluminum armor underbelly, providing mine-resistant ambush-protected, MRAP-equivalent blast protection, and blast-mitigating seats, as well as a more powerful engine, new suspension system, and increased reserve buoyancy. The AV-SU program was intended to upgrade 392 out of the some 1,000 vehicle fleet to keep them operational through 2035, as the ACV gradually entered service. However, in August 2018 the Marine Corps terminated the AV upgrade program, instead opting for increased procurement of the ACV. 20 US-built LVTP-7s were used by Argentina during the 1982 invasion of the Falkland Islands, with all of them returning to the Argentine mainland before the war ended. From 1982 to 1984, LVTP-7s were deployed with U.S. Marines as part of the multinational peacekeeping force in Beirut, Lebanon. As Marines became increasingly involved in hostilities, several vehicles sustained minor damage from shrapnel and small arms fire. On October 25, 1983, U.S. Marine LVTP-7s conducted a highly successful amphibious landing on the island of Grenada as part of Operation Urgent Fury. It was heavily used in the 1991 Gulf War and Operation Restore Hope. After the 2003 invasion of Iraq, AV-7A1s were criticized for providing poor protection for the crew and passengers, compared with other vehicles, such as the M2 Bradley. They were disabled or destroyed during the Battle of Nasiriyah, where they faced RPG, mortar, tank and artillery fire. At least one vehicle was destroyed by fire from friendly A-10 Warthog aircraft. On 3 August 2005, 14 U.S. Marines and their Iraqi interpreter were killed when their AV struck a roadside bomb in the city of Haditha, in the Euphrates River Valley in western Iraq. 8 U.S. Marines and 1 U.S. Navy sailor died on 30 July 2020, when their AV sank in the Pacific Ocean off the coast of San Clemente Island, California, during a training exercise, ahead of an upcoming deployment. Renamed from the Advanced Assault Amphibious Vehicle in late 2003, the Expeditionary Fighting Vehicle, EFV, was designed to replace the aging AV. Able to transport a full Marine rifle squad to shore from an amphibious assault ship beyond the horizon, with 3 times the speed in water, and about twice the armor of the AV, and superior firepower as well, it was the Marine Corps' #1 priority ground weapons system acquisition. The EFV was intended for deployment in 2015. However, in January 2011, United States Defense Secretary Robert Gates announced plans to cancel the Expeditionary Fighting Vehicle. In 2012, the USMC dropped the EFV and cancelled the program. In June 2018, the Marine Corps announced they had selected the BAE Systems Iveco-wheeled Super AV for the Amphibious Combat Vehicle (ACV) program to supplement and ultimately replace the AV. From ship to shore to objective, no equipment better defines the distinction and purpose of Marine Corps expeditionary capabilities than the AV-7 Amphibious Assault Vehicle. Designed to assault any shoreline from the well decks of Navy assault ships, AVs are highly mobile, tracked armored amphibious vehicles that transport Marines and cargo to and through hostile territory. These vehicles were powered with 7-cylinder radial aircraft engines built by Continental Motors. These engines developed 220 horsepower. Their service life was very short. Major overhaul was scheduled for 100 hours, however few ever lasted that long. The transmission was a 5-speed manual shift spicer that incorporated a manually operated steer differential. This transmission had been developed for the M3 light tank. As a result, the transmission was too narrow for the LVT. This problem was overcome by using 4 final drives. The internal finals were bolted to the transmission differential gear case and supported by 2 mounting yokes. The external final drives were bolted to the hull and powered the drive sprockets. This generation of LVTs was used through the Okinawa campaign in 1945.